broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans, producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
I don't know.
Megan is just on it.
I never think this is the life for baby, cause I'm a thug all day, every day.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. You are now watching ABC's Blackish. I am here joined by all of my lovely ladies this time. You guys introduce yourselves.
Hello, it's me, Megan Thomas.
What's up, you guys? It's Stacy Ike.
Hey, guys. I'm Courtney Tezeno. And I am Shaprintace Lynn. So, first things first, let's just jump right into it. Episode 4, Crazy Mom. We had some serious gender roles discussed and portrayed in this episode. So how did you guys feel about the gender roles and the stereotypes?
Well, I'll say I thought it was pretty real.
Yeah.
Because I think you know, none of us here are moms, but I think that's how it is when you have a mom. You kind of just take your mom for granted, like, well, mom will do it, or yes, mom, this isn't done. And then when something's not done, you're like, why is this not done?
Yeah.
That's really funny.
Mom didn't do it.
I mean, like you said, we all take our parents for granted, and unfortunately, there are kind of gender roles. I would never go to my dad and be like, hey, Dad, can you cook me some spaghetti or this, that, and the other? I'm definitely going to go to my mom. So, I mean, we kind of know our roles. I think we're breaking that a little, but this was a good way to show what gender roles are like the standard.
I think it was cool that what kind of responsibilities he felt like he had to take on and how easy he thought it would be to do it. That cracked me up the most, I think, because a lot of people do, you know, even us who don't have kids, think it's so easy to be a mom, or we don't get the job that they do, whatever. And he was like, oh, I can snap into this in one heartbeat, and no. So I thought that was really funny.
It's a thankless job, I think.
Yeah.
Being a mom, nobody's going to thank you for getting the cupcakes, filling out the forms. You know, like,
they'll say it, but next, and then.
But when dad does it, that's true. But when you think about it, when a dad does it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Dads don't do it. That's why he got all the praise for the cupcake man.
I know.
Because dads aren't really there and aren't doing the cupcakes and bringing the cupcakes. I'm not saying there aren't any out there, but it's
Glenn clearly can do it.
Right.
Kettle corn.
Popcorn kettle man.
His wife clearly sent him. But for situations like that, we do take our moms for granted. And you know, with dads, it's unfortunate that like little things they're getting praised for. But on retrospect, we don't praise them for like getting up every day and going to work and being consistent with that. Like, they're providing the money for us to be able to go and get cupcakes.
Right.
So I mean, there's a different take on both.
Yeah.
But I think it's crazy when he's at his job and he's late for doing stuff with his
Yeah.
kids. Everybody's okay with it. But then when the woman comes in late, everybody's just like, oh gosh, you didn't let us know. You got to do
And
better.
that's the double standard being played. I feel like this
Right.
whole show, or a good portion of the show, is about the double standard.
Yes.
And how if a dad does it, it's amazing. If a mom does it, that's just what you're supposed to do.
Right.
So how do we feel about the working mom, though? Like, I mean, she's basically a mom who has to work. That's a modern day woman now. So how do we how do we do the mom role and then still be successful? Like, is that possible?
I didn't like how she said she had the guilt. Remember when she said I had
working
the
mom
working
guilt.
mom
But
guilt?
that's
I was
real
like,
though, and that's like every mom who has to have a job. Because think about it, you end up missing little things with your children.
Yeah.
So does I feel like the dad should be just as sad. He should have working dads.
But they don't get held
I'm
accountable.
just saying, like, that's not fair to say that a woman, especially in this day and age, this show is so modern. Just like I was just saying before, like, she's gonna be working as she should. You had me before, you know what I mean? Like, your career was before I came along, so I'm expecting you to still.
We're all speaking as women who don't have children.
Sure.
So when you think about your friends or people that you know, your own mother, if they have to work, there's a piece of them that's like, I wish I could stay home with my kids.
Right.
What am I missing by having to go out and work? It's the little things that
Right.
I need to do for my children that I can't do. So there's a guilt that comes along because think about it, you got to go to work all these hours of the day. You finally you wake up with your kids, you take them to school, you don't see them all day. When you get home, it might be just to feed them and put them to bed.
Yeah.
Somebody else is raising your kid, essentially. That's a lot of guilt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I can
true.
understand that.
It's true. It sucks though.
And she probably, in her neighborhood and in her group of friends, she's probably maybe one of the few moms that works.
Right.
So if they're oppressed, they probably are like is it house moms? What is it? Housewives.
Yeah, and we have so many of those right now.
Oh Lord, in all cities. But anyway,
Right. Another show.
right.
So how do you guys, moving on to Harriet Tubman at school and the presentation of Harriet Tubman.
Right.
Oh my God.
Best part of the
H-Chub.
episode.
Oh my gosh.
Best part of the episode. I
See,
thought that was hilarious.
It was definitely the best part, but what was with the cornbread? Like, that was a little too far.
He getting the spirit. He was. I mean, the corn, that ain't got nothing to do with here. He was
Nothing.
That had
Nothing.
nothing to
And then he tried to get mad at Glenn for bringing the kettle corn.
that
He
loud
was like, why would she bring that loud snack? I was like, I'm done. What is going on?
No, I love it when he was talking to Miss Davis and was just like, maybe I should teach this because you. And she was like, what? I'm a doctoral student and like American history. I'm published. I'm not understanding what you're getting at.
You're
white. Yeah.
It's like,
That does not make him more
but
qualified at all.
That was the funny, but that's what I love that they
But wait a
showed.
minute. How many times have we thought we were more qualified to talk about a black subject than other people because we were
How
black?
many times have somebody else told us we're more
That we're more
qualified to talk
qualified.
about it?
Okay, that's
what I feel like.
happened
That's
too.
happened way more times to me. There's not that many times that a teacher would be saying, "Okay, let me go into." She studied the book. I don't know.
Okay, I would say in elementary school, but
12.
there's been a few times when I was in high school and I was like, I'm sorry, that's not correct.
Yeah, in college. You're right. In college, I have a story. I always tell my story. So in college, I went to a predominantly white school. We call them PWIs. Yeah. Okay. Predominantly white institute. And I was the only black person in my English class. And my teacher decided to talk about the brown paper bag theory. And she was like, yeah. So she was just giving a history lesson in English class about it. And then she was like, right, Shaprintace? I'm like, I don't know.
I thought I was here learning.
Why would you call me out? Why? I'm not writing the book right now. I'm just listening to you. It's just.
I'm like, do we want to test me against the brown paper bag? I'm confused as to why.
Oh my goodness.
I feel like that's happened way more times than his
True.
experience.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will say that. I
That's
will agree
pretty
with
funny.
I loved it though. Thank you. You were great.
I got an A.
Throw that in. Throw
yeah,
that in.
just in case you watch it.
All right. So now the Rainbow and Dre chemistry. Do you guys? Is it for the couple? Let's talk about the couple. Are they believable to you?
I'm gonna
Looks
take
at
that deep
Stacy.
breath. No, okay. So you guys saw me during the episode. I'm cracking up, laughing. I love their chemistry, but to me, it looks like friendship, especially at the end when they're talking about. And you know what I mean? And she's joking
Frederick
about this.
Douglass and Harriet Tubman. Let's get the wig.
Nasty. But just their chemistry to me is just so friendship based. Like they've been doing this for so long, which I get. You can see that, which is wonderful. That's how a relationship should start, sure.
Exactly.
But I think I'm just a little, when he calls her babe, I'm like, that's such a, it doesn't hit me right. You know, I feel
What
like
is he
it should
supposed to
be-
say, babe? Like, what
it
is
should
she
be
supposed
something
to say?
I don't know, babe. I've heard. It's not like I haven't heard it on several shows. It doesn't connect for me with them. I don't know why. I love them individually, but sometimes when they do their bits together, I'm like, I don't know.
So you basically like them individually as actors. Who else would you have picked to
No,
act
that's
with Tracee?
that's the problem because I freaking love them both as their character. I think they're just so funny as the dad and the mom. But as a couple, I don't see any sexual tension. Maybe that's me. You know what I don't know. I don't see it
Well,
like.
it's kind of kid friendly.
No, I get it, but I'm supposed to believe when you're making out or when you're talking. I'm supposed to believe. I'm supposed
I
to
believed
fully,
it.
I did too.
I don't know. Okay.
I think I like them because of the friendship.
Right.
And I say that because a lot of times in relationships and marriages, we think that you can't be friends, or a lot of times people aren't friends. I think I would like to look at a husband and wife and go, oh my gosh, they're the best of friends.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't even realize y'all was married because y'all seem like besties.
And you should be.
Right.
You should be your husband's
should
best
be.
friend.
Right, because you have to be with that person for the rest of your life,
Right,
and you're
right.
raising kids with them, and it's a stressful life. So why not have fun with somebody that's your friend? I think it's cute.
But I don't.
I agree.
What do you want them to do, Stacey?
I don't know. I don't
want
know. 'cause
Boris
it's like,
Kojo
I've
and then
seen-
they-
No, I see. Wait, now I'm considering that.
Amari Hardwick.
See, that's the thing. Because I'm like, I love him and I love her. And I can't think of who, like, what husband I would want. Because, okay, this is like way backtracking. But remember when, like, Tracee Ellis Ross was on Girlfriends and she was dating William.
Yeah.
I hated that.
Yeah.
Didn't make any sense to me. I didn't believe it.
So you feel like he's like a
I
William?
kind of feel like he's a William.
Oh my God. No.
Like BFF for real. Like that's. I mean, I love the BFF, but I don't think I gotta marry mine. So I'm just kind of like, I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
Do you think maybe it's Tracee? Because I couldn't, even through Girlfriends, I could not see her with any of the people she was with. I'm like,
Maybe
really?
she's just awkward with them. I think, but that's the cuteness.
That-
Maybe
That's-
the
I
thing
love
is
that
she
part.
does play. She's a lot more. She's a different female lead than a lot of other women. You know what I mean? She doesn't play the like sexy, stupid, blah blah. She's like fun and hip and like I love that part. So I don't know if it's necessarily Tracee because like I said, I love them both. I'm just trying to. I don't know. Now I'm like confused. I'm like, who should I replace them with? But I don't want to because I love the show. So maybe this is irrelevant.
I just like her awkwardness. Like, you know, when
It's
she's
funny.
with the
Oh, yeah.
kids and she's just kind of awkward. They don't want to
She's
talk
so
to her.
funny. It's-
When she's like, yeah.
Can I sit on your bed? Like it's like
She's real, just
Yeah.
awkward and
But
weird, but
that
that's
works
cute.
perfect.
works.
That works
It does.
perfect as a mom role to
Right.
me. Because that's what the modern mom is like. I don't know about your mom, but my
I
mom
wouldn't-
is
the-
very much like that.
our moms aren't the modern moms, don't you think? Because the
My
modern
mom
mom is like
is.
16 now.
Oh my gosh.
That's what I'm
Modern
just saying.
as in my mom is a working mom. My mom still wants to take care of the family at home. She does a little entrepreneuring on the side so she can take care of her family. So that's what I mean by modern mom. But I mean, my mom is always trying to spend a little extra time, peek in the door like, what are you doing? I mean, she
right.
wants to be your friend, but then she still wants to be your mom. So that's what I mean by that.
Ugh, my mom tried to do that earlier. So like, how's your career? I'm like, I gotta go. Like,
Okay,
what do you-
Zoe.
All right.
Right,
It was just
Zoe.
too much. I literally
It's
called her
weird.
to be like, hey, can you feel a lot? See, and that's the thing. I took advantage.
You did, and you treated
did.
your mama just
No,
like
but
Zoe.
see, I know, I would
you know
never
what?
do her like
you might
Zoe.
as well have just said to
I
your
would
mom,
never do her
"We
like
don't
Zoe."
need you anymore," like the twins.
Oh,
they
my
are
God.
terrible. I would never do it. For the record, Mom, I would never do like Zoe. That girl is rude. Mom, you're on my bed. I'm
I was like, how many people think that Zoe need to get beat?
She definitely
does,
needs to.
'cause
All
she's-
hands up.
Yeah.
sooner than later, please.
She said something. I was like, "Ooh, girl, duck."
Yes.
And nope, no
Right.
ducking.
And if you think Zoe needs to get beat, why don't you follow us on iTunes? Go ahead and look for us. It's really easy to search for our podcast. Go to AfterBuzz TV, and then you can also click Blackish, and you'll see us there. Just subscribe. It's so easy, and you'll get our podcast every week for free. Please rate, comment, give us 5 stars. Let us know what you think. Do you think Zoe should get beat? What do you think about this episode about the gender roles switching, about the Freaky Friday type of gender
Oh,
role
that was
switching?
so funny.
Let us know. And we love your comments, by the way.
Thank you guys.
I love
for
how
your
Pops
comments.
mentioned Freaky Thursday. That cracked me up. He was like, you're failing. Figure out your life and switch back. I was like, this
I
is
mean,
awesome.
is anyone loving his role though? Like
Yes.
he is the perfect grandfather.
And you, all the, no, I'm sorry.
No. I was just gonna say he's a perfect grandfather. Like a very different balance between who Bo and Dre are. Obviously, like he's kind of like that old head who's like stubborn and in his ways, and I love his input.
I think that people doubted him, and at least from comments before the show came out, they were like, I didn't think he could do this kind of thing. Is he going to do comedy, blah, blah. And I'm really impressed with what he's done because I think they work together so perfectly. So it's awesome. Yeah.
Great one-liners.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Well,
yeah.
how do you guys feel about the pilot versus these episodes now?
Good stuff. Well,
Great improvement.
way better.
Yeah, I definitely saw from the pilot, like I said, it was all wrapped up. The conflict was already solved in that one pilot, and I did not know where we were going to go from here. So I'm happy to see that it has gone somewhere. They're not putting the whole black in your face anymore. We're talking about gender roles and mom and dad and other things other than being black. So then a whole bunch of black-ish.
Right. Yeah, like this
like that.
this is not even race specific gender roles in a family. You know, a dad saying that he can do the mom's job and the mom feeling unappreciated but still wanting to do her job because that's her job. It's
That's
mom.
life, yeah.
You know, I think that the pilot for me wasn't a good representation. I think the pilot was a good representation of the name of the show, but not of what the show's about.
Yep.
Because it really was just kind of an introduction. This is Blackish, and we're talking about a black family and how they live in this world that people don't think they should be in because they're rich and stuff. I think it's different. I just like how the rest of the episodes since then have been about just family issues, and that transcends color.
Yep.
Yeah,
I love it.
exactly.
And so I totally agree with you guys. I think it's just so funny how different the characters seem to me now from the first episode. I just was not sure what Dre was gonna bring. I was like, every episode he's gonna be going over this. I mean, how is this gonna work?
Right.
And it's so funny because just like you said, it's everything they do now transcends through everyone, religion, color, race, all that kind of stuff. And it's cool because these are stuff that it doesn't matter where we were all from, we could all talk about and relate. So and plus I was falling out of my chair. I don't know why, but it was
laughing.
So freaking funny.
It's actually it's a comedy.
So
it's a
good.
good.
Yes, I love
your whole
it.
family can watch it. So for me, the pilot was like, I was very underwhelmed, and I like you guys already said, a lot of stereotypes were seen, and now I feel like, did they do this on purpose?
Right.
Because they showed us the bad, and now they're getting progressively better. Like, oh, okay,
I don't
really
think they knew it was bad.
I don't. Okay,
That's
I don't
the thing.
think.
Like,
I'm just throwing it out there, but they might have thought that was an amazing pilot, but all pilots kind of struggle to get like the whole realm of what this whole story, like the show, is about. But I feel like they're building off of it and keeping viewers. My only thing is, isn't the pilot supposed to like give us a bang and then kind of disappoint us a little and then get us back on? I don't know. The pilot I wasn't fond of, but I think they're doing so much better. Like
whatever number of you guys fell off, come back.
I'm telling everyone at work.
Right, and you know what? I've heard a lot of people say that they didn't like the pilot. That
So now they're not watching.
some people didn't like the pilot, and they're like, I'm not going to watch again. But I've been like, no. Check the second one out, and then
the third, the fourth,
right, then judge Blackish, because I feel like it's a different spin. Then you get a better idea of what the entire show is about once you get past that pilot episode. But hold on, wait a minute. I want to know, what is everybody's favorite moment from this episode?
The Harriet. First of all, what is a rigmarole?
Rigmarole. Oh my God, I wrote that down. I literally wrote that down. I was like, I think
Y'all
that's
don't know
my
what
favorite.
rigmarole is?
No,
No, you know,
definitely.
define rigmarole.
You know when you rigor and you marole.
Oh wow!
When you rigor the marole.
I'm done. No,
It's like one of those words, like, what is it, like, whatchamacallit, or like, it's like.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, I definitely was like,
But
it's not a real
I
word.
don't think rigmarole.
I've
I
never
don't think
heard
that
that in
works.
my life.
But why did that Harriet Tubman was so over the top, though? I'm sorry.
She cracked.
When my master hit me in the head in 1835 and I got hit it.
Talking. I was like, yeah, it was just, oh my, I think that scene was amazing.
Whoever was her improv teacher, kudos to them. 'Cause she did great.
Guys, a
Right.
rigmarole is a lengthy or complicated procedure.
Did you really just
Is that
look
a
this
real
up?
word?
Yeah, it's a real word. Real word.
That's our
So
producer,
lengthy.
Josh. It's a real word.
So I don't even know how to use it in a sentence.
I feel like,
what
then
do
why
you
do
mean?
only country people use
Like
it? 'Cause
they put you through a whole rigmarole. That's all that. It's like
I know
they make
that.
you go through all this stuff.
So it
Yeah.
is a word.
Oh wow, that's
Look up whatchamacallit. Is that a real
Right.
word too, Josh?
Yeah,
Why you
just-
over there looking up words?
It's like a doodad or a thingamabob. Just
That's
a
what
thing
I'm
that could be
saying,
anything.
Right.
I think I'm about.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. Lesson of the day.
Lesson of the day by Josh.
always
Hilarious. Oh my God.
Can't.
Rigmarole. We should have known it was a real word. Isn't that in a rap song?
That does
It
not mean
is.
it's a real word.
It does.
That means it might be a
Eyebrows
little
on
trendy.
fleek about eyebrows on fleek about to be in a new song, but that don't mean that's real. So I mean, how do we spell?
Oh, God.
it? But anyway, I think my favorite. Honestly, I love the conversations with Pop and Dre. I think they're so funny because, like, I wrote down how he said his wife took his time, money, and youth. And I was just like, I can't deal with this man. Like, I think their conversations are just so funny because especially when he was like about to open up and he's like, all right, I'm entertaining a lady, and you're like, what? You're old? Like, I didn't know how to feel. So I think those parts are just really funny, and of course the kids are just adorable, so cute.
They still need to get beat. All of them.
The two. Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
you're
you
right.
gonna get some
They need to get
comments
big.
from
Train
that.
them up
You
well
already know.
at a young age.
Train them up.
Train them out the way they should go, and they will fuck.
Right.
Too much.
No, I like Pops too. I love how Pops and the. You guys are so great.
Too much. Too much.
I agree with you. That was my favorite part, but I do like how they have a really good relationship. You know what I mean? And it just, because you don't see that, a black man with his black father just having a deep relationship on TV, on
That
prime
is
time
true.
at that. Like, when was the last time that happened?
For real.
Cosby Show.
No, no, there's been some stuff since
No,
then.
my wife and kids.
Rock.
We didn't see his dad on
Good,
My
that was
Wife
like,
and
wait.
Kids. Not consistently.
Oh, I thought you meant dad and son in any situation. There's
No, like, well, I'm saying like an older.
Older.
Yeah,
Father
older.
and son.
Martin? No, I lied. I'm kidding.
No.
I'm like, that was
when did we
Martin
see
and
Martin's
Martin.
dad?
That was Martin
Right.
and Martin.
All I heard
My
was
bad.
Mama with the biscuits.
Right. So yeah, I like that too. I think my favorite part, Oh, my favorite part was when Bo was showing that she was a control freak a little bit. Like a lot of moms, you know what I mean? Like you got it. The kitchen is a certain way. Mama has the stuff in the refrigerator a certain way, stuff in the drawers a certain way. And if you don't do it, then she goes back behind you and fixes it.
But
and
I don't even think that's mom. That's just life.
Well, yeah, that's a control freak, like he said, which is true. And she's just like, you have to put the baby, the mama boy with the baby.
I thought that,
and I was like, oh yes, honey, you are so right. You don't pit big fork and big spoon.
It doesn't even look right.
It doesn't.
See,
you
don't even go here.
You're not a mom. See?
But I'm just saying, like, okay, yeah. But a lot of moms are, they like their things, it's their kitchen. That's their space to be a certain way.
Oh, yes.
Does anybody else, do you guys put your forks and your spoons like that, by the way? I was thinking
yes, I do.
How do you do yours, Courtney?
I just pick it up and I go. I don't know. Organizing it.
Yeah.
I really
okay.
just
Just put them in there.
That's why I was quiet the whole time. Like, it really doesn't matter as long as it's clean. And
it's in there.
Exactly.
So I'd be separating.
I was raised by my mom, but raised by brothers and dads. So
that's so funny. My dad's actually the control freak in the family in terms of like cleanliness in the kitchen. He just he cannot handle a dirty kitchen. It's very freaky. I'm like, you need to relax. Mom's not freaking out. He's like, it doesn't matter. This is how he loves that stuff. So it's really funny. Some of the episode I definitely was laughing about because some of the things that she was doing, my dad actually does more. So, the fridge, all the chicken, it's very funny. It's actually, he's brought the cupcakes too, and a couple more times actually. It's kind of funny.
Your parents know their different roles.
They do whatever works, so it's pretty funny.
What's your favorite?
I just like the funniness. So when he was going down the hallway doing the nay and the Bernie,
I know
so funny.
The kids are doing
kids.
They are.
They have fun in that house, and that's what I love. You see not just a family, but a black family, and beating all stereotypes and having a good time in the house, and it's not all what the media makes it seem like it is.
Right.
We're normal people.
We're normal people. I forgot this. When he sends the kids in at the end, and he's like, "Yeah, tell your mom that you need her." Like that was cute.
So cute. That was so cute.
Mom, do you want to talk later? I was like, oh my gosh, do you even know your mom?
Zoe did the worst though. She was just,
you want to see my dad?
Yeah. Like who even says that?
Right.
She bought that bed. She can sit on whatever.
I was like, okay, y'all doing
too
she needs
much.
to get beat.
Right.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
All right, so let's hop into some news and gossip.
Yeah.
AfterBuzz TV News.
Nice.
All right, so what you got for me, Courtney?
Okay, so I was watching Access Hollywood. They had an exclusive interview with Tracee Ellis Ross, and there was this huge thing that Donald Trump said about. Let me make sure I get the quote right. It says, "Can you imagine the fury a show Whitish would bring? Racism at its highest level." So they addressed that on Access Hollywood, and Tracee Ellis was basically saying, he might have missed the episode. She specifically said he probably missed the episode. People can take a word, and all of a sudden there's a fury around it. She said that Blackish is all about pulling apart Black culture, and it's about uniting us all and discussing family culture. So I thought that was a great way for her to come back at something that a lot of people have been saying. I mean, it's really just a title, and when you get deep, like we said, when you get deep into the show, it's all about family culture.
Right, right.
So
I mean, I would if there was a show called Whitish, I'd be like, what? Hold on, let's watch this show.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And it would make me watch it. You know what I mean? And then when I found out it was about a family, I'd be like, oh, well.
I honestly don't think I'd be that shocked if a show called White. I don't like Modern Family and all these other shows. It's white families, so just put a Whitish on it and it'd be the same show, in my opinion. I don't feel like I'd be freaked out.
There would be controversy.
No, I'm not saying there wouldn't be.
There was controversy with Blackish.
No, there would be controversy. Controversy. It's just, I think Donald Trump's expecting us to be like, I can't believe you. And it's like, all of us don't have to react that way. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's just.
And I want to know if you watched the show.
He didn't watch the show.
Exactly, and that was her biggest thing. And the host agreed, he probably didn't watch the show because people on Access Hollywood, they weren't Black, and they were like, I really enjoy Blackish. They were talking about the nod and all of that. They're like,
my gosh,
I kind of do the nod.
Yes.
So it's like it kind of goes across not just Black culture; it's everyone does it. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then we realized, as Shaprintace said, there is a second season for Blackish coming up. We were approved. Yes, snap.
So yes, they have been picked up along with How to Get Away with Murder.
Yes.
They were the first two on ABC, according to Deadline, that got picked up for a full season. So it looks like we're going to look at about 15 or is it 22 episodes for the entire first season.
Yeah.
So
That's awesome.
we're here to stay.
So I'm at everyone. Nene.
Look, I can't
do
name.
that.
Look
I
at
don't
that
really
hand.
know.
Girl, you are a pageant girl. All the way to your heart. Pageant girl to the heart, honey.
She said, yeah,
Don't hate it. Don't hate it. Don't
I'm
hate
like,
it.
hey, that's beautiful.
She's like, I can't do that. But,
So since we have so many more episodes left, let's get into predictions.
Yes.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
It's so long.
So what?
Oh my
wow, it's like still happening.
It's still
Okay.
going. All right. So what are you guys' predictions for the next episode? What do you hope to see or think you're gonna see?
First. Okay. Go ahead.
I hope they tackle Yara starting her period.
Zoe. Some people
Crap.
don't know her real name.
Yeah, I was like,
Yara
Yara
Shahidi.
Shahidi. Sorry, that was her real name. Zoe's like something with
She's
some female.
past. She's
Whatever,
like 15.
something I don't know. You know.
Isn't like the average age like 13? Or
The
probably
average is
like 12
14.
now.
Oh, the average.
Because it
That's
got younger with
terrible.
these hormones, honey.
Oh, that's disgusting. Okay, let's move on. Well, maybe so what I meant to say was, yeah, I just want a female situation where that he thinks he can handle it and she has to deal. I want something with the daughters. I don't care in what situation
it is.
anymore. Yeah, not as specific as I
Oh,
just
maybe
said.
like kissing a boy.
Ooh, like finding out she has a date or something.
Oh, yes. First date. That's
that
a
would be
good
a good
one.
one to
Yeah.
cover.
Okay, all right, we got
Awkward
we got
first
But
date.
I don't. Zoe just seems so fast to me. Maybe because maybe because she's just so. I don't know.
She's
But
so
her whole
distant.
attitude, I see her as sneaking a guy in.
What's what I'm saying? Something with a guy where she gets caught,
Yeah.
maybe.
Ooh, I would love to see him react to that.
Right. She
I
seems
would
like
love
she
to
would
see
do something.
Rainbow
like that.
react to that.
Yeah,
she's so
she's so
chill.
nice.
Yeah, I think
She'll probably
react well to
still
that.
be chill. I feel like she'll be like, let's
No,
talk.
you know what? I think that would be good if they like switched to where Rainbow was the mean, put her foot down when something happened. Yeah,
Okay,
that
I
would be
like.
good.
This is like really.
A
we just
collective
wrote an
prediction.
episode.
I know we need writers credit.
We
if that
just wrote
happens.
that episode.
We need that. All right. Are there any more?
Yes. I predict we're going to see Pops' lady friend.
Ooh,
I like
hope
that
so.
one.
Pops Yes.
sneak
Who
in
should it
it.
be?
Ooh, Jennifer Lewis.
Oh,
It probably
are.
is going to be Jennifer Lewis.
We are supposed to.
Well, no, Jennifer
supposed
Lewis
to
is
see her
supposed to be
soon.
It's supposed to be Dre's mom.
Oh,
the
oh,
ex-lady
former
friend.
Oh, the ex.
former lady friend. Got
Okay.
it.
Because she's
Yeah.
always somebody's mama.
Sure,
She
sure,
is.
sure, sure.
She's so loud. I
Like,
love her.
it's, and she's like that in real life too. I've met her.
No.
She's-
Oh, no,
yeah.
no, wait. I want to revise my prediction.
revise.
So Jennifer Lewis is gonna be on there. It's gonna be like a family reunion or something. It's gonna be a holiday. All the family's gonna be there, and she's gonna come. And then Rainbow's white hippie mama and her daddy are gonna be there.
Nudist. The
Oh,
Yes, and so it's gonna be all of
I like
them
this.
I love
visiting
that.
together.
Can you
Oh my gosh, I
imagine Jennifer Lewis' reaction to
Like
Rainbow's
nudist?
mom?
Right.
Nudist and-
It's gonna be good.
It's gonna be
That's
awesome.
good.
Writers
Good.
credit. Thank you,
Right.
writers. Thank you.
Spell
Definitely.
it T-H.
Yes.
Okay, prediction wise, I feel like you had great predictions. I didn't have much this week, so I'm gonna bounce off of what you said. So when you were talking about the different families coming together, it'll be interesting to see like both sides and how different they are, because I know in a lot of families we deal with like conflicts of personalities and backgrounds, so it'll be cool to see that.
Right.
All right, guys. That wraps it up for us today. Where can we find you guys on these social media?
On these social media.
On the social media, as always, you can find me, Megan Thomas, on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Meg Scoop. And don't forget to check out my web series called Colored People. Just search for Colored People TV on YouTube.
Nice. You guys can find me on Twitter and Instagram at OneTakeStace and also at livenaomi.com.
And you guys can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Teznos. As always, tweet us all your comments for everything Blackish. Hashtag BlackishABC.
And you can find me at Shaprintace Lynn on Instagram and Twitter. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.
See ya.
Blackout.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
Because I'm a thug.
Hey.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.